Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I'll explain you how to work with if and else condition in Python. Okay, so here I have a small program written. Okay, so here I have taken a variable that is num, and inside that int is the data type. Okay, and I am taking a number as an input. Okay, so this way you can write if you want to take a number as an input in Python. Okay, so here num is the variable, and then inside num I want the data type to be as integer, so I've written int, and then inside that, using the input function, I've just taken an input from the user. Okay, and after that we are taking a integer, and after that we are checking the condition for it. Okay, whether the given number is even or not. Okay, a simple program in order to understand the if and else condition, right? So here, if num mod 2 is equal to 0 and then colon. Okay, so this is the condition which is checking whether the number is even or not. If it is even, it will go inside the code and it will give that the number is even. Okay, otherwise this if and else condition will not execute. Fine. So if I just remove the comments so that the code is more clear. Okay, now look at this. Let me save it first. Now look at this. The first line of code, it says there is a variable which is num, and inside that particular variable I am taking a input as enter the number. Okay, so whenever you want to take input from user directly, then you have to use the functionality in Python, or function in Python, that is input. Okay, so input will help the user to directly input the number which he or she wants. Okay, and then you are testing with the help of if and else condition. So in Python, the syntax for if and else is if, and then the condition comes up. You don't have to use any sort of brackets over here. Directly you can write equal to 0. So this is, and then it should be ended by a colon. So this is for if condition. Okay, and whatever you want to print inside your if condition, you can write it like this. Okay, now if you see carefully, I haven't mentioned any else part over here. So whenever the number is not even, it will directly show you an error. It won't give you any kind of output. Okay, so let's test that out. I'll just open the command line. Okay, and quickly move on to the directory where my file is saved. And I'll write Python, and then the name of the file is n.py. Okay, so here now you see it's asking the user enter a number. Okay, so I want to check like the number is even or not. So let's say I gave the number as 4. Okay, so it will give you an answer, the given number is even. That means the if condition over here which we have given, that is satisfying. That is why it is entering inside the if condition, and it is giving the output as the given number is an even number. Okay, now what if we want to give an odd number? What kind of output it will give? Okay, so I'll run this again, enter a number. I'll give a number as, let's say, 1. So here if you see, nothing comes up. That means the if condition is not working. It will not enter inside the if condition. That is why it didn't give me any output. Okay, so this is how an if and else condition works in Python. Okay, let's take another example. So next example I've taken up for a there are 3 numbers, and I have to find out the largest number among the 3 numbers. Okay, so the first part which we have to do is we have to input the 3 numbers from the user directly. I can input the number from a predefined number, but I want to take it from the user directly. Okay, so let me this so that it's much more clear. Fine, so here A, B, C are the variables in which I want to take input from the user. Okay, so in the output, when you try to run this particular in the command line, so here it will ask you to enter the 3 numbers, that is enter A, B and C. So once you enter the 3 number, what we have to do, we have to find out the largest among the 3 numbers, right? So the first condition it will come up, like it will check whether A is greater than B or A is greater than C. Okay, that means you have to take the first number and then check it with B and C. Then again you have to take the second number, that is B, and you have to check it with A and C. Okay, so that is the code for this, the if condition. And the third condition would be, third if condition, we have to check C with A and B and then accordingly print the the largest number. Okay, so here if you see, whenever I get inside a print statement, if this particular print statement if statement satisfies, what it will do, the if A is greater than B and C, that means it's the largest number among the three, so it will print the value of A because it's the largest number. Fine. And then if you want to check like B is greater than A and C, if the condition satisfies, then it will go on to the print statement and it will print this. Okay, now here if I want to add an else statement, then in that case what we can do, we can just write else, and okay, let's do something. First of all, let's try and run this off and let's check how it is working. Okay, so the file name is l.py. So I'll just write Python and then l.py. Okay, now here it's asking the user to enter A. Okay, so let's say enter 23. Then it will ask you to enter B. Okay, so it will not directly ask you to enter all the three numbers at a time. It will ask you one by one. Okay, so the first number I have enters, that is 23. The second number, let's say I enter is as 34, and then the third number I enter as 57. Okay, now if you see carefully, from seeing the numbers I can say that the first two if conditions will not be satisfied, but the last if condition will be satisfied because the number is 57, which is greater than A and B. Fine, I'll just press enter. Now if you see, the last condition is satisfied, so whatever print statement it has, so from the above three numbers, given C is the largest, that will get printed over here. Okay, fine. So here I'm taking the input from user. What if I don't want to take the input from user, I give the numbers directly. Okay, so let's say these are my numbers. Fine. Okay, and now I want to run it again. So now if you see, so these are user predefined numbers. That means you have already given in your code that these are the numbers and I want to check them out, which one is greater with the if condition in Python. Okay, so accordingly it will test it out and it will just give you the print statement whichever if condition is satisfied. So if you see, since B is greater, so it says from the above three numbers B is the largest number. Okay, so that's how the whole if condition works inside Python. Accordingly you can use it in your program. Okay, so if you like want, let's say over here, if you want so I'll just write no even number found. Okay, let's say we wrote this. Okay, so what happens whenever you are going to check if you are entering a number. Okay, suppose I'm entering a number 1 2 or something else which is not an even number, then at that point of time this if condition will not work. At that point of time only output which you will get, that is no even number found. Okay, so if I run from the command line directly, so I write in .py, enter a number, I say it's 1. Okay, so if you see carefully, the output is no even number found. That means the if condition doesn't work. Now the else condition is working. Okay, and the if condition is terminated, else is working perfectly fine. Okay, so that is how you can use an if and else condition in your Python project, any mini project or any project you're working on. Okay, I have shown you the basic syntax how you can use it. I'll come up with another interesting codes where you can use the if and else condition and you can go for bigger projects. Okay, so that was it for today, guys. Hope you liked this video. If you did, please go ahead and subscribe to our channel and hit the like button, share the video as much as you can with your friends, with your colleagues. Okay, and let's meet up in our next video. Thank you so much, guys, for watching, and once again, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.